My name is Patrick Wilson, and I'm with my co-hosts Sam Wismer and John Papp, and this is the Pucking Flyers podcast.
You can say a whole bunch of things. At the end of the day, you have to show it.
You want to get the fans going in your own building? Hit Crosby. And then he has a set of hands that are incredible.
Back through the legs, off the skate. Domi doesn't pick it up. Too much ice to cover for everybody.
A save by Hart. Wow.
He got right to left. Incredible goal by Giroux. Watch this. Puck protection and elevates that shot. Giroux walks through.
Oh my goodness. This is something special right here.
Be a Flyer.
That's basically today's motto. Be a beeping Flyer. Because none of these guys want to be from at this point right now. So for this week, we will be doing our weekly recap of the previous 4 games that have been played. We will go over Flyers being sued, their 5-game losing streak, and what that means for John. Kevin Hayes' quote at the end of last game, a little Phantoms update, and then our predictions for the week. So first things first, weekly recap. So Flyers played 4 games this week, 2 back-to-backs. They played Washington on Tuesday, ended up losing 9-2. Yeah.
That happened.
9-2. 9-2. Not just a touchdown. Not a little more. A little more. 9. Yeah, Sam's got it.
3 field goals.
Then the next day they ended up playing the Rangers and got shut out 4-0. And then they had 2 days off and played Buffalo in a home and home. They ended up losing 4-3 away and then ended up losing 5-3 at home. So at least they were consistent with the goal scoring at Buffalo. They got 3 goals each game. But overall, this week was atrocious. Like,
that's a good word.
Absolutely,
that's a fantastic word.
It's a big word for me. I know.
Expand your vocabulary, why don't you?
It was atrocious. Like, they started off the week losing 9-2. Like, yeah, Washington's a good team, but no matter how bad you are, you should not lose 9-2.
No.
Like 6-1, it's gonna happen every once in a while, but 9, like you're ridiculous at that point.
I mean, I want people to know that you don't enhance your tankathon odds by losing by so many goals. It all counts the same.
And then last night there was just one line change that I don't know what went on, but it was just horrible bench management.
I'm gonna be dead honest with you. After what they lost against Washington, I couldn't watch the other games. Like as soon as they started, I would like watch a little bit, but then they get scored on. I'd be like, okay, well they're done.
Well, nobody's showing up anymore at the games. They're ranked 20th in attendance right now in the NHL.
Yeah, they put something out like NHL attendance or something on Twitter today, and it said that 14,000 people were at the Farg last night. I was there, and there was no way that there was 14,000 people there last night.
That might have been an average for this year.
No, it said games 417 that were played, like on 417, what the attendance was. Like, there's no way there were 14,000 people there.
Well, because I'm looking at this right now. It says Flyers are averaging just over 16,000 fans per home game, which is 19th in the NHL. They're playing to 84% of the Wells Fargo Center's capacity, 20th in the league. Which that was from probably the first half of the year where everybody was still kind of hoping.
Yeah. I agree with you, Michael. It can't. Yeah. It honestly can't.
Thanks for watching, Mike.
But honestly, Mike, comment all your frustrations right now because we are letting them out. Like, this week was absolutely atrocious. Sam was at the game yesterday and was horrified by it.
I was also at the Phantoms games this weekend, and they weren't good either. So
How are the Phantoms playoffs looking? They're out. They're basically out.
they might as well be.
Okay. Fair enough.
Sore subject.
Philadelphia hockey in general is a sore subject.
Literally, the only good team in this organization right now is the Reading Royals. Let's go, ECHL.
Woo! Turn me up.
I don't even know a
Baby
single
Flyers.
person. I don't even know a single person that's on that team right now that's healthy.
Heck no.
So, like, I can't believe this team right now. Like, right now, you have nothing to lose. Go out there and play. Like, what are they doing?
You should literally be playing like you were playing in juniors. Go and play for fun, because you're getting paid a lot of money to be on that ice. Just go out there and play for fun. Like you are doing nothing as of now. You're just pissing your fans off more.
To be fair, half of these players won't be here next year, so what do they care about the fans?
That's still not the point, though. Yep. Mike says,
Again, I agree with Michael.
At least the Royals are in playoffs, and they start Wednesday against the Maine Mariners.
Wait, are they the main Mariners in ECHL too?
Mhm.
Oh, real original.
We don't have Maine Mariners in AHL. It's always ECHL.
Isn't there a Mariners in AHL though?
There might be, but I don't know.
I thought there was. Okay, never mind. I'm gonna go back to the Flyers that I know a lot about. They suck.
Danny Briere used to, I believe, be the GM of the Maine Mariners. He still might be.
That's actually kind of impressive on his part. But yeah, Washington was atrocious. Getting shut out by the Rangers is just horrible. And then a back-to-back loss against Buffalo. John, you can pull up your
Woo!
there it is.
Fourth. Let's go.
I'm pretty sure
Turn me up.
Pretty sure they've been in fourth for a while now.
What do we have to do to get Seattle out of third?
Looks like we're a point behind, right? Am I reading that right?
Well, you're 3.
It's 50.
54.
That's 54. Oh.
Yeah, we have 57.
It's really tiny on my screen. I can't see it.
Yeah. So lost 5 in a row. Lost 8 of the last 10.
I mean, might as well lose the last 6, try and get Seattle above us.
Thank you for joining my side finally. Thank you.
They're playing like they are on your side, John.
They should be. They should be.
They really should be. Now watch the lottery go against us, and we'll still get like the 10th pick.
Okay. That's not the point. I know you told me to keep the Sixers away from this, but the Sixers process, the point was to lose. And what did they do? They lost. Regardless of how the lottery went, they executed the game plan. Have the Flyers execute one game plan this year and call it a success.
I thought one of their game plans was to get Hart back in action. And that one was a success in my book.
Yeah.
He played. He's back in action.
No, like back in action, I mean like doing good.
The game I went to against the Knights, he had 50 saves. So
exactly. Like he's doing good.
Yeah. And like there was someone in front of me at the Phantoms game this weekend, and he was just like, "Oh, I don't believe in Hart anymore." Blah, blah, blah. I was like, you're only as good as the guys in front of you. Like, how can you say you don't believe in the goalie when the goalie has nothing in front of him to work with? And he's like, "Oh, yeah, you're right."
Look at his stats. His stats are great for a team that's 4th to last in the league. Like he has some of the, well, I wouldn't say some of the best stats, but he has fantastic stats for a team that's almost last.
Okay.
In this league.
Sure, you could want to get rid of Hart, who's your next option? Sure, if you want to get rid of him, that's fine, no problem. Who you gonna choose?
Alex Lyon is hurt right now, Pat. Don't toy with my heart like
Oh,
that.
jeez. Do you like every player who just gets hurt every other day?
Yes. Anyway,
We'll
Mike
put Wade
said
Allison in net then. How's that?
Jeez.
Maine used to be the Flyers AHL team from 77 to 82, and the Flyers Jersey Devils.
I'm sorry, what?
Okay.
Look at the comment. I'm not rereading it, John. You're in college. You can read.
No, I didn't hear it through the sound. I didn't know that's what you were reading.
What else would she be reading? She was staring dead at the screen,
Yeah.
reading across.
I don't know.
All right, go back to your Sixers.
It's right here. All right. Good news is Jackson Cates had his third goal in 10 games. Kevin Hayes has produced points the last 20 or so games that he's played. I think that's a big step in the right direction leading into next year, showing that he can still play, showing that he's worth keeping. And I think,
Cates?
huh?
Isn't it Noah Cates, by the way?
Yeah, Noah. Jackson's hurt.
Oh, did I say Jackson?
Yeah, you did.
Oh, I'm sorry. Noah Cates, third goal in 10 games. That's right.
Here, I'll do
Jackson's
John
good.
sound alert for him. Boo! You're welcome.
Boom. Roasted.
Yeah, I also like how Bobby Brink is kind of it's not reckless. It's what's another word? It's aggression used in the right way, but there's a specific word that I can't think of. But I like how he's just all straight downhill, goes after pucks along the boards, and what?
I thought you said he was going downhill already. I was like, dude, he just joined. Like, give him a break.
I mean, next year. I mean, you never know. But I think he could be a real contributor, kind of on that fourth line, kind of being an energy guy next year.
I still think he needs time in the AHL.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying like he could be a guy jumping up and down next year, depending on injuries and
So
whatnot.
yo him. Other than some of the other players that aren't gonna be on the Flyers roster in years to come.
Yeah, somebody's got to fill that role.
Nuts. Keep him in one spot. Don't do to him what you did to Morgan Frost and Cam York, because it just messes with their development.
Okay, I agree.
You gotta
convinced me.
keep him in the AHL or keep him in the NHL. One of the two. I say keep him in the AHL for a year. Bring him up to the NHL. Let him get acclimated in the AHL first.
Yeah. I agree. I'm just saying that as a, if he can help it's hard to say that, hey, he should be up in the NHL next year because we don't know what it looks like. I think in, July 30th, we should know exactly where people should play, what lines, NHL, AHL, so far.
That's right after the draft, right?
Well, free agency is typically July 1st. And then I'm thinking free agent signings for a week or two, maybe a couple trades, and then July 30th, you should know generally what your roster is going to look like.
Okay. And then if we get a good draft pick and get a guy that can hop right into the NHL, that would be helpful too.
Yeah.
I like the eye roll.
No, that's a good eye roll. Because I'd be running up and through my room right now, but
The 2022 NHL entry draft is July 7th and ends on the 8th.
okay, so there you go.
Okay, so we'll definitely know by July 30th what the team should be looking like.
And it's being held in Montreal.
Oh, Canada.
And your number one pick right now is Shane Wright.
We'll get more into the draft later, but
yeah, we gotta do a little bit more research. We still have a few months until that, and plus we have 2 more weeks of
Tankathon.
horrible hockey.
Tankathon. Let's go. Fire me up.
I was talking, regarding the draft. I was talking with Jamie this weekend, and I'm putting together a piece on like the future of goaltending within the Flyers. If Ustimenko and Ersson cannot become healthy, and we pull Sandstrom up to be Hart's backup, and we can't get Fedotov over here, we're screwed because we don't have goalies anymore. We need to draft.
I don't think you're gonna move Sandstrom up.
In free agency, I feel like you're going to sign someone.
You're going to sign a veteran. It's just a 1-year deal. I mean, I think that's just how they're going to roll.
At this point, if we can't get Fedotov over here, we're done. Like,
trade for Moose.
Okay, explain whoever you just said.
I literally just explained it, John.
No. Like, explain who he is, because I don't know who he is, and I'm sure our viewers don't know who he is. Pat, who is he?
He played in Russia in the Olympics this year. He's 6'8". The kid is huge.
Okay.
Wait, who?
Ivan Fedotov.
Oh, isn't he the ECHL goalie?
No, he's in Russia. He's KHL. Oh. But getting him out of Russia is going to be the problem.
Yeah. That's a whole nother issue.
I'm just saying I didn't know who he was, so I was asking you to explain who he is. Is he a butterfly guy? Is he a just block it here? Is he? I don't know.
He's massive and he's a good goalie. Wherever I think Russia got a medal this year. Shut up, John. Or Pat. Before you just shut up.
First of all, I went to go grab my jelly beans, and I'm getting berated here.
John does not have this big of a forehead, okay?
Yeah. First of all, my hairline is here. It is not up here.
First of all, his is not.
My hairline's like here.
Yeah, his starts there, not all the way back there.
All right. Sam, I'm bringing this issue to you. Flyers are being sued. Go for it.
Yay. All right, so it was announced today by Ant Fan of Snow the Goalie podcast. Let me get that article.
John, is that your phone vibrating like 8 times?
I apologize.
I took it off my computer right now. Let him be. 2 longtime Flyers trainers sue Comcast and others after cancer diagnoses allegedly resulted from Zamboni chemicals in Voorhees practice facility. It went on to say that Jim McCrossan, the Flyers director of medical services, and assistant athletic trainer Sal Raffa were both diagnosed with nearly identical and incurable blood diseases and or cancer a few months apart in the spring and summer of 2021. There's a 27-page complaint on behalf of McCrossan and Raffa in consortium with their wives in the Court of Common Pleas of Philadelphia. And there's several defendants in Comcast Holdings, Comcast Spectacor, and Flyers Skate Zone. This is a pretty massive deal going on. I talked about it with my dad earlier. Before I basically said what I said about them having nearly identical diagnoses, he had said it's really hard to prove cause and effect unless they have nearly identical diseases going on.
Now, are these chemicals only really used in the Flyers facilities, or are they used all around the NHL?
It says, after exhaustive research, the pair alleged the contraction of these diseases was the result of excessive exposure to cancer-causing carcinogens that are emitted from Zambonis used to cut and clean the ice surface at the Flyers practice facility, and the result of the training room where they have worked for the past 2 decades, butting up against the Zamboni room where these chemicals were potentially ingested extensively due to the inappropriate ventilation or through a shared drainage system.
Sounds like it's going to be a much bigger issue. Because there's no way that the Flyers only just use these chemicals.
Yeah.
So
There's no way.
later on, Comcast comes out with a statement, or sorry, the Flyers organization comes out with a statement. Says the safety of our employees and guests at the Flyers training facility and all of our facilities is always a top priority for us. We have looked into the allegations made by McCrossin and Rafa over the course of several months, and based on that, believe that their claims have no merit. Beyond that, we cannot comment further given that this matter is an active litigation.
So 2 long-term trainers have no merit?
Have no merit, and that they have the exact same, not the exact same, but nearly identical, because they gave out like the diagnoses in the article. I can't pronounce them, but yeah.
Now,
One of the guys has a terminal illness. He will die because of this.
question. I don't doubt that they have these diseases, but what do you want the Flyers to say? That just to openly admit that they did it? That's what every organization is going to say.
But don't say that your 2 longtime employees of 18 and some odd years don't have any merit.
But if they don't say that, then they are automatically going to lose the case. Then you have to think of it as a PR perspective. What would you, as the PR person for the Flyers, want to say?
First, I don't think the Flyers PR said that. I think Comcast PR said that. And
Okay, regardless, what do you think you would want them to say?
Not that 3 long-term trainers who have devoted their life to this organization have 0 merit.
yeah,
But okay, replace those words. What do you want them to say?
what would you
I
say
mean-
since you want to be Mr. PR here?
No, I'm just saying I think that's the automatic move that every company needs to make initially so that they can start the investigation. Well, I don't know if they're wrong or not.
They need to say something along the lines of, it may not be true, but these 2 trainers are worth a lot here to us, type thing. Like not saying that, oh, what they said is like, it's whatever. What they say has no say here.
McCrossin's been with the Flyers since 2000. I was 12.
22 years.
Rafa's been with the organization since 2004. These guys have been here a really long time.
Yeah, they basically devoted their whole life, and they obviously love what they do, or else they wouldn't still be with the Flyers. And now because both of them have cancer and came out and said that came from the Zambonis, the Flyers are saying that they don't care about them anymore, basically.
I don't think they're saying that they don't care. I think that they're saying that
what else does 0 merit mean?
It means that there's no correlation between how we, what products we use and how they got the disease. That's what no merit means. There's no.
I see merit
proof.
as a respect thing.
No.
Basically saying that they have no respect for these 2 guys because they came out and said it.
No. Merit. Hold on.
I mean, am I right or wrong, Sam? Like,
You're right. Like, that's how I feel about it too. When it says that these claims
It's the
have
right
no
or
merit.
wrongs in a legal case.
No matter what, when I was talking with my dad about this, he says cases like this, you'll hear about them like we're hearing about them right now, and we're never going to hear about them again because guess what's going to happen? They're going to settle out of court because right now they're having their asses handed to them. There's like 6 or 7 defendants named, and they're all Comcast and like Flyers.
that
Look,
all
I don't.
went to that facility.
The one was named Flyers practice facility,
Okay.
which is in Voorhees.
Go ahead, Mr. Sixers. What do you have to say?
I'm just saying, like, when they say that there's no merit, they're saying that there's no proof that there's a correlation between the 2. I don't know if they're right or wrong. I don't know if anything, but if I'm a Comcast PR person, I think that is a statement that is kind of automated in whatever case that's against them. And I think that whatever happens is going to happen. But right now, that's how they're handling it. I don't think what they said was wrong. To personally defend themselves. Now they could lose it. Like they could say that's during a minute lose, but I'm saying right now for them, that's probably the best statement that they could say.
And like I said before, like
That's the best statement. They shouldn't have had a statement in general then.
Well, if it's true, they shouldn't have used the chemicals, but here we are.
I mean, that's all the Zamboni does is puts out chemicals. But besides the point, like I said before, cause and effect cases like this, like you're saying, because the Zamboni had chemicals and there was poor ventilation, it caused your cancer or your illness. Those are really hard to prove. But because there's two of them that have nearly identical diagnoses
In the same year.
yeah,
Nonetheless.
a few months apart from each other.
Yeah, I'm not doubting what they said or how their
I mean, it's going to come to a point eventually where one of them is terminal, and we all know what that means. So,
Yeah.
it's just a really sad case right now. And I don't think we could sink any lower.
It doesn't help the Flyers brand of, hey, we're
You
going
want
to
to
turn
bet?
this
The
around.
Flyers are saying, hold my beer, Sam.
I mean, we're right now, I mean, Chicago still tops us.
Not by much.
Not by much.
We're getting there. We're getting there. If we're gonna be first at something, it might as well be allegations against us and how screwed our organization is.
All right, we have one that we know of.
I'm sure there's
All
plenty
the
of
public
others.
knows is there's one.
I'm sure there's plenty of others. All right. Let's move on to their 5-game losing streak.
Not and say we did.
Anybody want to make it 6? By hearing 6. Going once, going twice.
They played Toronto. Played Toronto tomorrow, so.
They only have Austin Matthews and Mitch Marner. First round losers. They're fine.
But, actually, regarding tomorrow's game, a fellow writer of mine, Vasily at Flyers Nitty Gritty, is actually going to the game as press. And that's a first for Nitty Gritty, so I'm really excited for him.
All the way in Toronto?
Yep. We're considered away credentials now. Up there.
Oh, okay.
Because they're in Toronto and not Philly.
But because he writes for Philly, we were able to get in there. And they have no
nice.
press because of all Toronto, all the restrictions up in Canada right now.
Let's go.
Do we really want press up there right now, though?
Do we really want
Toronto?
press anywhere?
I've heard Toronto's a pretty cool city, so I would think so.
Well, yeah, and he lives in Toronto, so.
No, I mean, do we want press for the Flyers up there right now?
Somebody's got to ask the difficult questions. Why do you guys suck? I don't know.
Or what Kevin Hayes said last night, and I just asked him, I was like, oh my God.
John nailed it right on the money.
I typically do.
But this 5-game losing streak, I mean, one of them's 9-2, two of them 5-3, one of them 4-3, and the other one 4-0. So every single game they've been scored on 4 or more times in the past 5 games.
But we got to take the positives out right now. When they do score, it's the younger generation, the youth movement kind of pushing up. Farabee, Noah Cates.
I thought his
Owen
name was
Tippett.
Jackson.
Oh, shut up. couldn't think of the sound quick enough. Yeah, I do like taking the positives out that there are. It's not JVR scoring 7 goals in 15 games. It's Joel Farabee's chipping in.
Screw
Owen
JVR.
Tippett,
He's not scoring
no
7
Cates.
goals.
You know what I'm saying, no? Like when they are scoring, it's the young guys that are gonna be here next year.
I'm okay with that. I'm A-okay with that.
Gotta take the positives.
And, just watching the guys last night, I was in the room in the press conference, and Noah poises himself very well.
I thought his name was Jackson.
I was going to say
no,
that.
I know
thought
who
this
Jackson
was
is.
fast.
I mean,
I love how I can still hear the Sixers in the background.
I haven't changed the volume type.
No, he wants us to know that there's better teams in Philly.
Like the Union.
Damn right. Even though they just lost their losing streak
to Toronto. We were just talking about Toronto.
Yeah. But between Cates, Addard, and Brink, I think out of the 3 of them, I think Cates will be possibly making the roster.
You think he'll make it next year? You think he's like getting real comfortable?
I think he is. But, he said last night in the presser, he's like, being the new guy, he's like something along the lines of like, you can tell that the team isn't winning because you don't have that swagger. And he's like, and being the new kid on the block, he's like, I can't really say much. He's like, all I can really do is go out there and play, and that's what he's doing.
I mean, he really can't, because if he goes and bashes the team already.
No, not bashing the team, but if he brings a certain type of energy and
let me get the exact
swagger.
He's saying like he can't really say anything about how the team is playing right now because he's a new guy on the block. Like he can't really say what Kevin Hayes said, which we will be getting into in the next few minutes. But
okay. Sorry, Pat. It was last night. You've been with this team for a few weeks now. What do you think is missing? And Noah said it's obviously tough, but just trying to have the energy or the swagger and whatnot that winning teams have and expecting to win. When you're up or down, you kind of play the same way. It's kind of hard as a younger guy to say some stuff or whatnot. So I'm just trying to play the best I can in the time I've got. It's definitely hard as a younger guy to say something, but I think I just have to keep playing hard and chipping away. There are obviously great leaders in that room that are doing the same thing, so just trying to be on board with them and listen to them. There are so many good guys in that locker room that want to win, and it is just frustrating that we are not. A little extra effort here and there will get it done. I was very impressed with him and the way he poised himself in that press conference last night. That doesn't come naturally. It really doesn't.
It seems like it came naturally to him.
I mean, and that's what I'm saying. He poised himself really well. I've been in press conferences with, guys that are in the AHL, and it's like, like, can you speak up? Because I can't hear you. Like,
Alex Line.
No, Alex actually was perfect in press conference. Anyway.
Alex can't do anything wrong. Pat.
Really can't.
Unless I say something. Ow! Oh! Ow!
Continue.
Are we done bashing my team?
Oh no, we'll never be done bashing the Flyers.
Nope.
But no, we're bashing Alex Lyon.
Okay, well, stop.
And the Flyers at the same time. That's exactly what we just acted out.
Okay, he never gets hurt, first of all. And second of all, his last injury was 2018, and he was out for 4 weeks at the start of the season. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I'm done.
You're welcome.
Ooh.
All right, this losing streak sucks. So let's go into Kevin Hayes' quote.
I got to give it up for Sandstrom, though. He really did try his best last night. He even said, he's like, yeah, the first 2 periods weren't my best, but the third period I was locked in. Literally what he said. He said, personally, I felt like the first 2 periods were not my best. The third I thought was better. I got more shots in the third, so it made things easier for me staying in the zone. I feel like that was the best of all my performances. Dude, you're doing the best you can with what you've got in front of you.
They suck either way.
Yeah.
All right, Kevin Hayes. So
I've got that one too. I have the whole transfer.
all right, go for it. This is the Sam Wismer show today. I like it.
I'm sorry.
It takes no, don't be sorry. It takes a lot of pressure off of me because God forbid John do any research on anything.
First of all, I'm trying to pull up videos right now to show. Thank you. I do a lot of behind the scenes work, if anybody was wondering.
Never mind. They didn't.
Hold on. Hold on, Sam. You do what?
These nuts. Got him. Got him.
A lot of behind the scenes work, my ass. All you do is just post the anchor clip
that nobody listens to. By the way, go listen on Spotify and Anchor.
Sorry, they actually didn't include that in here in the transcript. So I don't have that. But
what, Kevin Hayes' quote?
Yeah. That you get paid millions of dollars to go on the ice, and that if you're not motivated, you shouldn't be on the ice.
And he's right.
He's absolutely right. There is no lie in what he said.
The Flyers have no motivation right now at this point. What?
Add that.
Oh.
Yeah, there it is. There should be motivation. It's the NHL. We get paid millions to show up and do our job. If you can't find motivation, you shouldn't be on the ice. So yeah, basically a summary of what I just said.
And I don't think that's directed at anybody specific on our on the Flyers, but I think
it's directed to the whole organization. At that point, I feel like.
I can tell you for a fact when McEwen and Hayes walked in the room, the look of frustration on their face, you could feel that in your soul. Like you could feel how frustrated that entire locker room is right now.
Well, they only have 6 more games to go through, and then they need to.
I think that came about when we were talking about injuries. That what Mike just put up.
Oh,
cough, Ryan Ellis.
My hammy.
Yeah, my hamstring's hurting me a little bit today.
And then when we were talking about Fedotov, Mike did put up Ivan Fedotov's team CSKA won game 1 of the Gagarin Cup 3-1 over Metalurg. I don't know. Fedotov made 20.
What are you doing to the Rin?
What? It's a quote. It's the chat. He put up something about Fedotov. Mike.
Yeah, no. What cup is it? What are you gagging?
The Gagarin Cup. I don't know how you pronounce it. Shut up.
John's face.
You're not that guy. You're not that guy.
John's like,
look at how it's spelled.
You what?
I'm done. You guys don't get a Phantom update this week.
Fine, they missed the playoffs anyway. All right.
Wow.
Phantoms update. They lost. There's your update.
No. Kevin Hayes is absolutely right, though. Like
he is.
There's absolutely no motivation in this locker room right now. And I mean, with it being the end of the season, there isn't much they can do about moving people around.
They've done enough of that.
Yeah, and nothing has seemed to have worked this year because it seems like whenever they move people around, someone gets hurt and they have to move people around again. Like, I understand it's hockey and people are going to get hurt, but there were a lot of injuries this year. Like, against the Capitals alone, not only did the Flyers lose 9-2, they ended up losing, what, 6 people?
Yeah.
You said 6?
6 people out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know one of my friends said on his podcast this weekend.
A Flyers podcast?
Yeah, it was Flyers
Okay.
podcast. He said that basically we haven't had more than, or we haven't had less than 4 people on injury at a time.
Yeah, it seems about right. I mean, at the same time, we haven't had more than like 20 people on injury at the same time. So, I mean, that's a plus, right?
It's a positive.
I mean,
Gotta look at the positives, guys.
There were some positives out of this.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. We lost Sam.
No, I'm not. I'm right here.
No, we definitely lost Sam. Oh,
I'm
there she is. As John's just playing a sound alert over you.
Hate this kid. Anyway, no, Zamula was really excited to play with Provy, so I was excited for him because he's just like, it's my lifelong dream.
Can I give a shout out to Travis Konechny real quick?
I guess.
Why?
Here, hold on. Add that, Pat. Look at this period.
Oh, what a hit.
We'll watch it again.
I can't hear the sound, but that was a nice hit.
Woo! Look at him. Look at him.
Look at that. The Flyers were up 2-0. I wonder where that went.
Look at this. Ready? Boom. Oh. And then watch this.
He's probably going to get fined for that.
Yeah, but okay,
he's not Sidney Crosby. He can't get away with that.
This is the guy who I've been waiting for. Like just be annoying. Be annoying.
I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. You just removed that whole thing, by the way.
No, I know.
Okay, I wasn't sure because you usually switch back to your sound alerts.
I know I messed up, so we're gonna have
Okay.
to go through that whole process again.
Okay.
Just be annoying.
I mean, if Matt Barzal can get fined $2,500 for grabbing Mitch Marner's jersey from the bench, Travis
Did he get fined that much?
Yes. It just came up on Bleacher Report around 4. Barzal fined for Marner joke. Islanders forward will have to cough up $2,500 for grabbing Leafs winger's jersey from the bench.
It was a harmless grab.
It was a joke.
Hockey is soft.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, hey, that's positive to go in the Flyers direction, right? Flyers are soft.
This league is freaking killing me.
Anybody?
This league, this
Anybody?
team.
No? Nobody?
This league and team is killing me. Like,
It's
they
making
are
your hairline
horrible.
Go back even further.
Something else did come up that I didn't realize. I was asleep by the time this came up on Bleacher Report last night. But it says, after setting a record with 153 goals this weekend, the NHL is on pace for its highest scoring season since 1996.
And the Flyers are not one of those.
Hey, it's my birth year.
I feel old.
How do you think I feel? It's literally my birth year.
I was born in 1988.
With 2 tennis balls.
2000.
Yeah, he's got a freaking 2 in his name. Or in his year. Oh.
I know it makes you guys feel old, right?
I was 12 when you were born, John. 12!
Bruh.
Yeah.
John, that would have been the perfect moment for my leg.
Why?
Just saying.
Why?
The guy from SpongeBob screaming, my leg!
Yeah,
I know you have
why?
that sound alert saved. Because she's old.
I don't think that fits.
You know what SpongeBob is? I have nieces and nephews.
Well, I hope you know what SpongeBob is. It literally came out when you were a kid still.
I think you went in 2000.
There you go. That would have worked a lot better when she said she was old. because older people's legs don't work too much anymore. Anyway,
They really don't, honestly. After 30,
that was so awkward. That was so disturbing. Sam, let's go to the Phantoms update.
not much happened.
Are they still in the playoff picture?
So I was asked this the other night, and because they are going by point percentage now, let me bring this up. Hold on. Providence Bruins, the Charlotte Checkers, and the Springfield Thunderbirds have clinched, so they are going to playoffs. There's 3 more spots. The Phantoms right now sit at a point percentage of .479, and the team that's in 6th, which the Phantoms would have to get in order to go to playoffs, is sitting at a .507. The Phantoms' record right now is 27-38.
Yeah, they're done.
Yeah, we're not going.
They just need to win the rest of their games.
There
and
was
like 4 more on top of that.
Yeah, there was hope, but I'm gonna say this: as much as I love my team,
they blow.
This season has been, I don't want to say bad, but
atrocious.
We were doing better shorthanded than we are with a full roster.
And that's how it typically works.
Not
for the Flyers.
Now,
touche.
Both games we lost this weekend. We shouldn't have lost the one on Saturday, but we were in a shootout. So, stress level was like, sky high. I don't like shootouts. I don't like overtime. It gives me anxiety.
They're so much fun to watch.
Oh, they are.
But Sam, why does it give you anxiety if you know they're going to lose anyway? So you could just prepare yourself in regulation.
Can we kick him out, please? Anyway.
Pat, am I wrong?
They shouldn't have lost on Saturday. There was no reason for it. We were literally tied.
Tell me I'm wrong.
Just really digging for this.
Anyway, is this season a blame on Lappy? Now, I've said this to multiple people and multiple times. If you were expecting a dream season with a first-year head coach, if he was an assistant coach, great. But first-year head coach, you're kidding yourself. You're absolutely kidding yourself. You cannot... Lappy is learning his footing as a coach, period, to lead a team. Sure, has he made dumb mistakes? Absolutely. Every coach does. We see that. But he's also been dealt a shitty hand as a first-year head coach. Call-ups, COVID, injuries. We're plagued by injuries right now. I don't know if anybody realizes that with the Phantoms. We have a lot of injuries.
I want to see the head coach from last year for the Phantoms.
Scott
Gordon. Be the head. Yeah, thank you. Be the head coach for the Flyers this year coming up.
Gordon was wonderful. No holds bar. The players knew what to expect of him. But then again, Scott Gordon was a head coach before he came into the Phantoms.
I think he should be the head coach for Flyers.
I don't think he'll come back here.
No.
You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy, pal. He's still paying attention to the Sixers. He doesn't care about what we're saying.
Yeah.
First of all, I know what you guys are saying.
John's a bitch.
But
that was not said. I do know that.
When it came to the shootout on Saturday night, I wasn't impressed this week, and I stayed down below in my seats. But I don't know if Lappy could hear me yelling from where I am because I can see him. He's very far away. But I was like, don't make any stupid mistakes right now. He put Adam Clendenning first to shoot in the shootout.
Defenseman?
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. Hey, some defensemen are really good at shootouts.
Some people are good. I mean, I don't know who on the Flyers is good at shootouts as a defenseman, but they're pretty good. Like
Sanheim
Cole
always
McCarr.
makes it. Whenever they do shootout contests at practice, Sanheim always makes it to the end.
Cole McCarr should have been a Flyer. Cole McCarr.
Yeah, that's not happening anymore. All right.
This year, Adam Clendenning has 5 goals but 34 assists.
All right, so he's playmaker as a defenseman. Not bad. I'll give it to him.
He's also a journeyman, so this is like his 9th team in 8 years.
Maybe it'll be his 9th team in 9 years. He might not be a journeyman anymore.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Keep him, but...
All right, let's go to our predictions. So, they play Toronto tomorrow, Montreal Thursday, both games away. Then they have 2 days off, and they play a back-to-back. They play Pittsburgh at home at 4 o'clock on Sunday, and then Chicago at 8 o'clock on Monday. So basically, as we're doing this podcast, they will be playing against Chicago.
Probably losing.
Pat, Mike's comment.
Oh.
The Flyers had a chance to promote Gordon and didn't. That's on them. I wonder if the Flyers would promote Ian LaPerriere to head coach next year if they can't find a coach. Mike, do you want the city of Philadelphia to burn down?
Now, I've got a question. I don't know if you guys would entertain this idea or not. I saw that.
Had to do it.
Martin St. Louis. That was the perfect time to put my finger down. Martin St. Louis. I forget who's the coach of. But I think it was on Spittin' Chicklets. Barstool's hockey podcast. They were talking about why aren't there more former player coaches?
Whoa. Why are you watching Barstool podcasts?
You should be watching Six Pack coverage.
Oh yeah, I apologize. I forgot about that.
I'm firing John for you, Andrew.
It scrolled across my phone. It scrolled across my phone. I probably shouldn't have said that. But they talked about like why aren't there more former player coaches? And I was thinking about it. You know, one former player we obviously think of is Danny Briere, but who else former player from any team, could be from the Flyers, but do you think would make a good coach? Maybe not right now, but in the future. Pronger.
Timonen.
Yes. Okay. I like where your head's at.
Lindros.
Too old, I think. I think he's old. He's too old to start a career. Put it that way.
Let's bring back Niskanen.
Screw that guy.
I'm pretty sure he single-handedly ruined our defense for years to come.
Screw that guy. If I see him in the street, just tell him to piss off.
I love Niski.
Piss off.
Trying to think. Scott Hartnell, maybe.
I like him better as a broadcaster. It's really funny when he just stares dead into the camera.
Yeah. Who else?
I think for
Mike
players,
Richards, Jeff Carter.
He's still playing.
I know that.
Did you though?
No idea. He's on the Penguins, isn't he?
Okay, just making sure.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know any more Flyers former players.
Connor McDavid. He'll make a great coach in the future. He can teach people how to be quick with their hands. Make a lot of girlfriends happy too while they're at it. Or boyfriends, whichever way they roll. Sam's basically done with us. Should we just do the predictions?
Yes.
All right.
Andrew, I apologize.
Again, I will fire him for you. You know what, Sam? This has basically been your show tonight. We'll have you go first.
Off.
Toronto loss. Montreal. Their record is just as bad as ours. Shootout. Pittsburgh loss. Chicago. I think we can win against Chicago. I'm going to give them the benefit
1-2
of the
and 1?
doubt. Yep. 1-2-1.
Okay. Last time we played Chicago, they won 4-3.
Again, we like to blow leads.
John?
3-1.
You're
They're
really giving them
going-
the benefit of the doubt.
No, he
They're
wants them to
going
go
to-
1-3.
They're going to lose to.
Just say they're going to lose to the Habs.
They're going to lose to
He wants to say
Pittsburgh.
Toronto.
I did.
He
I did want to say-
he wanted to say Toronto. I could see
I
it in his
did.
face.
I did.
But he changed it.
I almost said it, but I was like, do I really think they can win 3 in a row? No. So they can win 2 in a row and then 1. But vice versa. They're going to lose 2, win 1. Lose 1.
Fair enough. I'm going 0-2-2 because this team has no motivation anymore. Thank you, Kevin Hayes, for pointing that one out. Not for causing it. He did not cause it. They're going to lose in the overtime to Montreal and Chicago. That's all I got.
I mean, you could just pick names out of a hat and you could see who they're going to lose to.
Everybody in the league other than Coyotes.
Include them too.
You just want me to include them because they're above us in the Tankathon list.
Correct.
The Phantoms play tomorrow night. And we play Hershey
Loss.
back to back.
Loss.
Actually, at home, we've been beating Hershey. So I'm going to say they win Friday.
Who cares?
Loss.
Good
Just
luck to
like
the Reading Royals on Wednesday at their first playoff game. Yay!
Seriously, yeah. We're going to have to keep an eye out on them. See how they do. See if they're going to be first round exit.
Playoffs. Get a taste of it.
This is a really long sound alert.
I know. It's all good.
Wait, John, what were we supposed to do the one time? All right, that's it for episode 13 of the Pucking Flyers podcast. Go follow us on Twitter at Pucking Flyers. Go follow us on Instagram /Pucking Flyers.
And go
listen-
unfollow Spittin' Chicklets.
And follow
Barstool.
Six Pack coverage.
Unlike John. To directly support us a little bit more, you can go listen to this episode on Anchor /Spotify. Just search up Pucking Flyers and you will find us. We will be back next Monday, hopefully at 8 o'clock. Should be. I know.
Unless John has to call in.
It might be a later date.
A
I'm
later
away.
date.
Not date, time. I'm away at Dickinson, and that's 2 hours away, and we're going to finish at like 6.
On Monday?
Dickinson. It's a college. In Carlisle. Central PA. I hate Central PA.
Just making sure.
On a Monday, John?
On a Monday, April 25th. Go check out Cabrini Athletics tennis schedule. It's right on there.
Happy birthday to Pat tomorrow.
Thank you. Thank you.
And it's my brother's birthday, but he doesn't really count. Happy birthday, Nick. Love you.
Again, thank you. Thank you. All right. Have a safe week, guys. And we will catch you next Monday, maybe at 9 o'clock. I don't know.